Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jay and today we are going to be doing my October setup in my Foxy Fix No5 Traveler's Notebook. I've got my tea, I've got my white pumpkin candle, and I'm ready to go. So first things first, I went ahead and I ordered a Traveler's Notebook kit from Planner Press on Etsy, and I got this cute little sampler sheet, and I also got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all super cute. This one says Autumn, the year's last loveliest smile. This one says, Autumn is the hush before winter. I love these little booties. I'm so sad because I am currently living in Hawaii and I'm from the Northeast, so I really miss the cold weather, and fall is just my favorite season, and I'm really sad that I don't get to bring out like my sweaters and my booties. But I will say, since my husband moved in last week, it has been very, very cold in this house because he keeps the AC blasting, so I do kind of feel like we're in the fall. This one says, there's a little frost on the pumpkin. There's nothing like staying at home for real comfort. I really like this one. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my Traveler's Notebook. And I really like this dashboard. These are Fox and Pip bows. I just glued them on a little bit of scrapbook paper, and then I ran the paper through the laminator, and that's how I made this. And then on the other side it has a picture of Elizabeth Taylor and a little bow. So I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna put one of these plastic dashboards on. I'm gonna try to get, I think I like this one the best. So I'm going to see if I can slide the dashboard into the dashboard. That took quite a bit of effort, so I had to trim the top and I also had to trim the sides so that I can get it to fit in to this plastic cover, but I think it was worth it. I do want to have like a little bit more protection in the front, so what I'm gonna do is run this under the first 2 straps. This is a Foxy Fix No5 wide, so it has 6 straps. Alright, so I like the way that that looks because the little blue is coming in from the bottom. So I have that new dashboard. This is my monthly calendar, and then this is just a sticker that I have over one of my monthly inserts. I'm not going to be changing my monthly divider because the girl looks very fall to me. So all I'm going to do is move her up here, and I clip this divider in so that way I can open my monthly spread just right to it. Okay, so that is in. I have my new weekly, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in my divider for week 1. And I do the same thing with this girl. Just use an ollie clip to hold her in place. Alright, so that's my weekly. I do want to put this other Foxy Fix plastic dashboard here in the back, and I think what I'm going to do is probably this girl. So I'm going to go ahead and trim her so that I can fit her in here. that was way faster to do. All right, so I'm gonna slide this guy under these two. So in the back here, I have my hourly inserts, and then I also have my daily inserts in the very back. So now I have this guy that's protecting the back here. All right, now that I've gone ahead and set up my dashboards, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through my October setup. And there has been a few changes since the last time I walked you guys through. So I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit and then walk you guys through my setup. All right, so the first thing you see when you open up my book, the first thing you see when you open up my traveler's notebook, usually my ID cards are here in the front, and I put my iPhone, I have the 6 Plus, and I put it in right here. This is the new dashboard that you guys just saw me put in. And these are my monthlies. So this is a sticker that I made myself, and then I put in, I actually made all of my inserts, well, I've made most of these inserts myself as well. So this is the monthly insert, and I have this is a colorful one, which is not up on my shop. I have like a black and white one, but I really wanted more color. That's part of the reason why I moved to a traveler's notebook from my Hobonichi. So I figured, why not? If I make them, I might as well just make them colorful. So this is 2017 to 18, and then 18 to 19, because this one is the like academic calendar year, because it starts in July and it ends in June. I also have this set up here where it runs, it's a year on 2 pages, and it also runs from July through June, and I use this to track my weight. This is the 2 or 6 months on 2 pages, and this is for forward planning. So I put things that are coming up. I have a little system here. So these dots are actually dots in this Hobonichi stencil. It's just a little circle that's up here, and I use those to indicate days off. So these blue circles are for my son, so he has like early release those days, and then the pink ones are for me. Those are days that I have off, and then I use green for my husband for days that he has off. And then I just use a red marker to put off the national holidays, so I know that everyone has off those days. So that's July through December, and then I have this that goes from January to June, and as you can see, I already have marked off some major events or presentations or things that I'm working on. So this is my future log. Then I just have a general monthly, and I haven't set up any of the other months clearly. So here's November, and then December, then it just goes on for the rest of the academic year. So then I have my weeklies here. So this is more of your typical kind of horizontal layout with a minor exception. So these, I have them going from Monday through Friday, and they go straight down, and then the weekends go across. So these are the height of like a typical Erin Condren square without the label, and that goes across, and then this is like a 3/4 box almost. I like the layout. I'm thinking about tweaking it just a little bit, but generally on the left I write all of my workouts and something decorative, and then I go across with the appointments that I have for the day, my to-dos, what I'm cooking for dinner, and then what I'm doing after work. Then I separate it with a weekend banner, and then down here I write what we're gonna do for the weekend. So since this is the first week or full week of the 4th quarter, I have started my new insert. So I'm gonna go ahead, I use this ollie clip to secure it down, just so I know where I am. And this is a page that I refer to quite often, so I can get to it pretty quickly. That's just the back of the dashboard. This is the front of my wallet. Oh, I have a little bit of cash sticking out. So here's where I put all my money, and then I have my ID card here, and I usually put my Hobonichi stencil in here as well. Then I have this little dashboard, which I've had from the beginning, which says people will stare, make it worth their while. In the back, I have a little fox. This is from Paper Penguin. It is a very thick, it's 180 sheets of Tomoe River paper, and it's in graph because what I'd like to do is get back into bullet journaling. So I think the TNs with a bullet journal inside the TN will probably work out very nicely for me. I actually just got an A5 Chic Sparrow, so I am excited to try that out, and I might be going into that in January, but I'm not sure yet. So this is empty because I haven't started it. This is my workout insert where I just put in the workouts that I have planned or that I am going to do. So this was what I did earlier this week. And this is the set that this is what I have planned for later today. So I also use a little ollie clip to separate where I am in my workout insert. Then I have this little guy, you must travel in the direction of your fear. That was me just practicing my lettering. This is a book where it is lined paper. I call it my James Comey book because I just like document everything, every kind of like major event, or when I have a meeting, or when I run into someone in the hallway and I just want to remember what was said. I write it down in here, and usually I go back to my office and send an email just saying like, hey, we agreed to do X, Y, or Z. But in the meantime, I write it in this plain lined paper, and this is also from Paper Penguin, and it also has the Tomoe River paper, which I really like. This is the back end of the Foxy Fix wallet, and here I keep my change and some business cards. Here's the beginning of the dashboard that you guys saw me put in earlier. Back here I have my hourly. So I have the same kind of setup, but it's just black and white from 2017 to 18. I have this kind of forward planner, but I don't really use it since I have the other insert for most of my forward planning. And then here, it's kind of just Hobonichi inspired, the graph, and it goes from 5 o'clock all the way till midnight. And this is where if I need to lay out my day, or my week rather, in a time fashion, or I really want to see like where the gaps are, where I can insert certain tasks, then I use this, but I don't use it as often as I did with my Hobonichi. I'm using kind of a combination of this and my Google Calendar. So I'm just like, I haven't quite found my niche yet, but I do feel like I'm pretty comfortable with the planning style that I have going on right now. Like I feel as though I have all my bases covered and I'm not really losing track of anything. So this is my hourly. And then I have that in the back because, as I said, I don't use it as often. Then I have my daily. So I do use this quite often, and I like it all the way in the back because then I can just pull it out really quick. This is my 7th book that I have in this traveler's notebook. So I'm using a jump cord to attach it. But what I do with this is I just pull it out when I'm in my office, and I actually just bend it. Like I bend it back, and I use it to write my schedule for the day, all the to-dos and any notes, and I just keep it pretty much for the day, and then when I'm done with an insert I just print myself out another one and I keep on rocking. So that is this one. Oh, I need to attach it to this. And I'll run this through the back. And that is the back of the dashboard. Back here I still keep my stamps, and now I just have a little sticker sheet from Fox and Pip. The last new addition is this tiny little pink ruler that I'm keeping in the back as well. Just gonna slide that one back in here. And this I usually keep in one of the notebooks or one of the inserts. If there's a page I'm referring to a lot while I'm at work, I just pull that out and then place it there. That's it for my October setup. I hope this video brought you some utility and joy.